Welcome to this presentation of UPSL Soccer action, live on YouTube and presented by the Atlantic Soccer Media Group.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Meadowcreek Stadium here this is for a matchup between LSA Mustangs 2 hosting Lithonia City FC. This is an unusual event for ASMG today. It's an unscheduled match broadcast that we're doing for these teams, but we're trying to expand our coverage of Division I as well as the upcoming women's division. And so it's sort of a little unexpected treat for us to go with these two teams. And we're going to take a quick look at the table where both of these teams are. And as you can see from the lower part of that table in Division I Georgia North, you'll have in 8th place LSA Mustangs 2. They have the asterisks out beside their name because this is a team that cannot be promoted. They already have a team in Premier, LSA Mustangs, and in the UPSL a club cannot have two teams in there. So for them it's a developmental phase that they're going through. But Lithonia City FC, slow start to the season, as you see there in 10th place, and they're going to have to start looking for points if they hope to get themselves out of the cellar of the Division I North table there. So they're going to be the ones kicking us off today, and they're going to look for some more points there. And again, LSA Norcross, LSA Mustang. I'm going to get those two mixed up. They're sister teams. They play at the same home field, and so it's going to be a challenge not to call them these things. So. But we're underway now, Lithonia, with the kickoff, and a kickoff in an attacking way, going long down towards the LSA end, and even outpaced our camera there, but it's gone out. It'll be a goal kick for LSA Norcross. And so, LSA Mustangs too, rather. And like I say, it's started already. We'll see how both of these teams fare as they try to get themselves a foothold in this match. And there's Lithonia. And just from the look of it, on paper, Lithonia has a lot more experience. Many former pros on here, some current pros on there, as a matter of fact. Not sure why the start for their season has been so challenging for them. They just won their first game of the season as we get midway through this spring season in 2026, and in fashion. But it may be that, and again, we're new to both of these teams as they play in this division. It could be that they didn't have a lot of their first team players early on in the season, or it's just that's the competition that they're going up against. But we'll see how it maps up as the game goes on. LSA 2, although a very young team, I would say possibly an academy-type team, youth academy-type team. They have a lot of good coaching, professional coaching in there. And as Lithonia tries to sneak it through the middle there, it's going to be picked up, though, by Brandon Orozco in goal for the Mustangs. And that's going to go out for a throw. We're going to need a little help from the people in the stands there as we get into the 3rd minute. There we go. And here we go. Avila with the throw in. So let's say try to get something going down in their attacking third. But now it's Lithonia coming back the other way, but it's going to be caught up by the defenders there for Lithonia as they reset to start again. Beautiful day here at Meadowcreek High School, Meadowcreek Stadium. Good footwork there coming into the middle. Here's Edwin. I believe he's their top scorer there. The number 10 player for Lithonia. Down the left side, a little space out there. LSA struggling to get back there. They have some numbers to contend with the attack. But Lithonia showing a lot of space there, LSA, but it was an errant pass there for Lithonia. Is going to go out for a throw for LSA. And Sevilla again. Goes into the middle. Here come Lithonia again, coming back the other way. The pressure is just a little much for LSA right now. But good tackle there by Eddie Caballero. And it'll be a throw for Lithonia. This is the first of 2 games here at Meadowcreek. The senior team is going to play for LSA Mustangs as well today. There's a long throw into the box, headed out. Now coming back the other way, LSA with a chance to break. Surrounded by orange shirts, it's going to dispossess them there. Coming back the other way. And again, tries to get it through. They got some lanes opening up for them. Long shot taken, but well over the goal mouth there. But the pressure is mounting. And LSA is going to try to fight themselves out of their own defensive third here. And LSA tried to come down that right side, but again, it's intercepted by Lithonia. Coming back the other way now. Coming through, going to come across the arc here. Change and lost his footing there. Could he get caught in possession? Manages to get it away just fine. And the goalkeeper loses his footing a little bit there, but no harm for no foul. Still in possession, Lithonia. Passing through, good through ball. He's on the goal here. One-on-one, the flag does go up though. It would not have counted. But again, they're really finding those lanes through the LSA defenders. They're going to have to tighten that up. I believe Lithonia is winning the possession battle early on here in the 6th minute, going into the 7th. Here, LSA is going to put it back into play here. Long ball down the middle. Trying to get something going in the other direction here, but Lithonia again getting it back pretty easily. As they seem to have a style of quick passes, 1-2 touch passing. Oh, nice ball, finding the man in the open, in space. Trying to come through. Oh, he's just found a great little look in there. A good goal, a good save, rather, from the LSA goalkeeper there. Nice work there. Good break, though, for Lithonia. And a stuck-out hand saves the day for LSA on that occasion. Get a chance to look at that again in a moment. Lithonia again in possession. Ease of possession here. LSA seem to be content to kind of sit back fairly deep here. Maybe anticipating what appears to be a really good quick passing game that Lithonia have, using a lot of speed, a lot of movement. Oh, good work keeping possession here, just skipping around the defenders. Coming through is Lawrence. Tries to get it through the middle. Cut back in. I believe that was battle on this near side here. It's going to go to LSA. That was the captain, Simon, battling it out on the near side here. Looking to clear the ball into touch in this occasion. It's going to be a throw for Lithonia. I think we see the pattern here. I think LSA are looking to kind of sit back. I don't think they trust trying to move forward too much with too many numbers because of the way Lithonia is really using that quick, short passing game and then breaking with the through balls or the over-the-top balls. And a handball, says the referee, will be a free kick for LSA. As we wait for the ball to come back into play here. Now here's LSA. Kind of held back a little bit there. He's going to try to come through the middle. It comes to nothing. The referee is going to call that back to the original foul there. And we'll take another look at that other opportunity from Lithonia just a moment ago. So you see, he finds it right through the defense there, gets through, and just a nice play by the goalkeeper there to keep LSA in the game here. Now, what can they do here? Can the Mustangs threaten the goal early on here? It would be against the run of play if they did. Low ball in. I'd say pretty poorly taken. Tried to head it on. There is Alexander Perez, but it's going to come back the other way now from Lithonia. It is 1 and 2 touch passing again, Lithonia. As LSA on the back foot here, one-on-one. Come here, there's cut through, and it's going back into the back of the goal here. And Lithonia have scored early on, and a very, very good opportunity has birthed a goal for Lithonia. Good approach play, lots of pressure, and it just pays off here in the 11th minute. As you see, it goes over the top here, just clips it over the goalkeeper. Defender there, but he couldn't do anything with the follow-up. And I believe that was Edwin who scored. And it was the man to watch out for. And so it's going to be the visitors first on the score sheet here in the 11th minute. And LSA under relentless pressure early on here, finally given away after a really expertly executed move forward down that left side with the chip over the goalkeeper and then the tap in past the defender with the goalkeeper beaten. Now, what can LSA do in response? Can they respond right away? Trying to get down into that attacking area now. A slice of a clearance by the goalkeeper. It's going to go out for an LSA throw. Vila over the top, trying to get it through. Get it around there. Lithonia get the ball away, and here they come again. Quickly in transition, turning defense into attack pretty quickly. Caballero in it. Dance with the defenders, lost that battle, and Lithonia now coming down again. it's going to go out for a throw. Lithonia still with the threat. Nice move by the defender for LSA. Heads it up, but it's judged to be a foul. So we'll try it again. And headed out there to stop that movement. It's still a throw in for LSA. LSA Mustangs 0, Lithonia City 1. In the early goings here in the UPSL Georgia Conference, Division 1 North. Up in the air. The battle. Lithonia is just quicker to the 50-50 balls. They're just getting to them before the players from LSA can challenge for the ball. And this relentless pressure can wear down the defense. Look at the space. Tons and tons of space that they're in. Coming through. Oh, and it goes through and it's gone. Oh, man, what a clutch save there. It was up in the air. He tried to kind of poke it through, but they did just enough to get it out after another threatening move forward from Lithonia. Long throw into the box. It's going to go out to that right side and cleared. Here they come again down this middle. Lithonia. Just a step ahead of the Mustangs. It was an errant pass, but he still gets control of it. Lawrence coming back through. Stepping through, long shot over the bar. And we'll take another look in the meantime at that other chance that came through. Right through the middle, one defender there. And just enough to get that ball out and quell the danger this time for LSA. And that goes out for a throw. LSA needing to regroup here a little bit. They're under a lot of pressure. And a little bit of possession might help them. Get some possession, get some passes to go back and forth and see as a foul is called. And LSA now in a little bit better position here to try to inflict a little damage on Lithonia, or at the very least, try to get some possession here. Looks like Avila is going to be on the ball here. He's going to use his left foot. Outswing it, plenty of targets up there in the box. Here it comes, over the middle, headed away. But LSA still had it. It's going to go off of the LSA man. It's going to be a throw for Lithonia. Half chance for LSA. You'd like to see them kind of hold on to the ball a little bit more, though. Lithonia is winning the battles in the air and the 50-50 balls. Look at that last chance for Lithonia coming through. From long range out, left-footed shot, just a bit high. And here's a throw for Lithonia. They're coming through the middle. Now, LSA, steal from the middle, but giving right back to Lithonia. just speed. It's the speed that's really making LSA struggle. Here we go. Got a 2-on-1 break here. Back across. And good intervention by the defender to slow that ball across when he tried to do the give and go. LSA get out of danger again. And that goes out. It's going to be a Lithonia throw. Here's Lawrence with the throw. Finds this man unmarked in the middle there. Good movement from Lithonia. LSA kind of packing in a little bit, trying to park the bus a bit. See a lot of blue shirts in a compressed fashion here. Tried to get it off to this right side where there was space, but just a little too much. Lithonia dominating the possession so far, winning the 50-50 balls. Very unorthodox pass back to the goalkeeper there, right across the face of goal. He had to scramble to get away, and this cost them possession here. Here comes Lithonia again. Nice move over the left side. Oh, good save there. Great shot as well. Goes out for a corner. Again, it happens so quickly. We'll take a look after the corner here. But Lithonia is finding all sorts of space in that attacking third. And it's through all the ball movement they have. It's just outpacing the defenders here. It's going to be an in-swinger. Here it comes, low. And it goes, oh, nice flick on and nice goal from Lithonia. 2-0. What a nice set-piece play there for Lithonia right from the corner kick. A flick on. We'll take another look at it. As you see here, it's going to be in-swinger. Comes in, one-time it right off the outside of the boot as well. Goes in for a beautiful second goal for Lithonia. 2-0. Now it gets very trying for LSA. They have not been able to build up anything yet, and now they're 2 in the hole. And Lithonia look like they're getting stronger. And that's the key, you know, in Division I, when you have a team as young as LSA Mustangs 2, it basically is an academy, a youth academy team that supports the first team that plays in the North Premier. They have a lot to learn in a game like this. Obviously, a lot more experience from the Lithonia players. Some of these are seasoned professionals. But LSA have plenty of good professional coaching as well. A lot of experience there. Coach Josu Galdamez, Mochila as we affectionately call him, has been in the UPSL for a while and putting in very competitive teams, both in Premier and, oh, ball just off the outside of the post, I believe. Almost a third goal there. And just like that, it just happens so quickly. Coming off the top of the key, just comes in, finds this little space here, just says, I'm going to take a little crack there. Comes off of the post and almost goes in. Could have 3. LSA need to do something to get, first of all, to stop Lithonia and then to get their own attack going. Lots of talent there on the LSA side. It's just young, I think. And I think what you're seeing is the gulf in experience so far. You look at the movement of Lithonia as they ping that ball around. LSA is really resigned to just sitting back and waiting and try to hit something in defense, try to get into the lanes and intercept the ball. because going out the challenge, they're getting passed by. Talent. As he skips around there, is going to go up and out for a throw for LSA. Some good attacking play by Lithonia and some really choice goals there, and even attempts at goals. So Lithonia right now frustrating LSA. LSA needing, I think, to regroup a little bit here. A little delayed clearance there. Oh, almost came through. Sort of a half chance there for LSA. I believe that was Caballero that came through. No, Sama Chiefin for LSA, sorry. And it's going to go back the other way for LSA. This is an opportunity. You're sort of in the attacking third. If you can get it over there and get some possession. Chiefin lets it go out from the pressure from Lithonia, and they come back through. Oh, throw in for LSA. Oh, tried to turn and move with the ball, but it falls right to a Lithonia defender. And now here they come the other direction. Intercepted there by LSA, but given right back to Lithonia. Here they go with the move. Just reminiscing of Kalanji Pro Profile, the way they pass the ball around. Now over the top here. Nice move for the defender to cut that out, but Lithonia still with it. Little space here. Got a man to the right here. If you can find him, he does. Now coming down through the knife. I think that was Simon, the captain. He's going to try to scoop it up and over to the far post. Still alive. And up and over. Going to be a goal kick. Another good movement for his little 6s and 7s for LSA in defense. But no harm from no foul so far. They were able to keep it out. As the ball went back and forth, right over to the far post, came through. Loads of spaces. Again, a little trouble with the marking there. There are defenders around, but they're not really picking up the Lithonia players, even within the penalty area. That's something they're going to have to fix. Well, this is going to be a very long afternoon for LSA Mustangs. Lithonia continue to ping that ball around. They'll do that all day if you let them. They're in a catbird seat right now with a 2-goal lead midway through the first half. Tries to come on through here. And just put out a touch for a throw in for Lithonia. I think the one thing that they could do, there's Lawrence, is going to, it's going to be called a foul throw. There's been a few of those here, Avila. Gives it away. 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper, just around the goalkeeper. Taps it in, goal for Lithonia. It's another one. And it's a commanding 3-0 lead here in the first half. Again, just kind of rampant right now. I think that they're just not, they don't have a solution for the movement. As you see here, coming through, the defender just sat there and waited for the ball to come through, and the attacker decided, hey, I'm going to go in and use some hustle and get the ball myself. Rolls it around the goalkeeper and into the back of the net. 3-0. it's not a lack of talent from LSA. I think it's a lack of execution. When you see a goal that comes from a lack of movement from your defenders, and it's just, it's something that I'm sure that the goalkeeper doesn't like to see in front of him. You want to see quicker action. And the other thing they're not doing is marking up in that defensive zone. But, I say that, but it's more down to the way Lithonia is playing the game right now. They're moving into space. They're using quick passes. Here we go again. Tries to zing it around. LSA struggling to do something about it. Coming through, and another goal! Lithonia rampant again. 2 goals in a couple of minutes here. And it's getting really beyond the reach of LSA right now. They haven't shown that they can come up with anything to challenge what's going on in front of them. You see here over the top here, just clips it back to himself and then pops it with his left foot. And we have a 3-0 game here. Back to live, 4-0. I'm losing count myself. 4-0 game. In his first half, I think for LSA's point of view, it's going to be a method of damage control at this point. Got to try to do something to slow down this Lithonia movement and attack. Get yourself into halftime and change your tactics, perhaps even personnel. Just one of those days when I see this, we haven't, in the ASMG, we haven't seen a lot of the Division I games yet. And I just wonder how on earth have they only won 1 game so far this season playing like this. And it makes me want to look at some of the older games, or the earlier games rather, for Lithonia. We're more familiar with LSA's premier team. The Mustangs are doing quite well up there at the top of the table. And they're always a contender, is LSA in the Premier. Their Division I team is more structurally set for developmental, though. But that is the pipeline that they have to the first team. Nice little leave it to the left wing there. Goes out. A good tackle from LSA. He's just so tenacious with the attacking for the ball here is Lithonia. But LSA come away with it, trying to move it through, get a little transition. Nice little lay back there. Well, ball a little bit over the top there, too far. Oh, nice little shimmy to get that ball back. But unable to do much more with it. It goes out for an LSA throw, though. Getting a goal before halftime could do something here for LSA, though. They can settle down and keep possession. Oh, he has space out here to the left. Waited a little too long, though. He had a player there to the left, and he's so upset about it as well. He was waiting for the ball. He had plenty of space to do something with it. But the time went away. Here come Lithonia. LSA on the back foot. Big, long shot. Doesn't go anywhere, though. As LSA put it back into play. Yeah, get it out of that defensive area. It's one of those things, I think LSA, they don't want to try to play that out of the back. And that's going to be a foul throw. Ooh, there's several foul throws here. I think that's the 3rd one for Lithonia. That's a fundamental thing there. That's the one thing they haven't done well today. It's the only thing they haven't done well today is the throw-ins. Gives LSA an opportunity there. Just can't get there. Just a pretty poor challenge there. Went in with the studs. He's going to get the yellow. Don't think there was any malice in it. I think it's just mainly a clumsy challenge there. As he goes in, and we take a look at it again. Tries to go through. Pass was behind him, and he yeah, studs up. It's made it easy for the goal for the referee. And speaking of referees, that's going to be Lithonia players kind of getting some treatment from the trainer there. While they're doing that, take a look at a couple of other incidents there. The most recent one, Lithonia coming through. It's just a weaving and bobbing through the defense, and then they'll take a shot. And it's really hard for them to contain, for LSA to contain. So that's innocent. I think that's one of the players they have with professional experience there. He's been in and around the area for quite a while. Very talented player for Lithonia. It looks like he's going to get further treatment there on the sidelines. 35th minute. Had a little impromptu water break while that injury was being addressed. And Lithonia's going to put this back into play. And here they go. Lithonia is just given so much space. And with space comes time, and with time comes a way to pick your way through your defenders. LSA, for their part, is coming up to pressure a little bit more of a press now, which is what they're going to have to do. And again, acres of space still for Lithonia. And I guess that's the danger when you're trying to press like that. If they pass around you, you're going to leave a little space behind you. So they've gone back to a compact kind of area here. Love the movement of this right winger. I have to get the name in just a moment here. I believe that's Marvin. And I apologize if I'm getting the names wrong. I'm not as familiar with the teams. It's hard to see the numbers. And here's, oh, another good shot there. Oh, all he needed was a tap in on that far post. I was about to say goal again. And again, the running and in space, they're just finding that room in there. But that crossover, that should have been another goal because that was basically a tap in. Let's see if we can see it right quick before they start up again. You see here coming down, just split the defense again, and that should be tapped in. That should be another goal. Should have been 5. And we do see substitutes now for LSA. They're going to change up things with some fresh legs, possibly change of tactics a little bit. And we'll see what type of difference this might make for them. Yeah, I need to get it downfield a little bit more. Would not want to see them try to play it out the back. There we go. Now, got to hold the ball now. There's Chiefin coming through. There's Urbina coming back the other way for Lithonia now. Oh, he's got space on that left side. Is he offside? He's on. Found the guy in the middle. Going to try to get turned. pushes it out a little too far. He catches it before he hits the touchline. Just holding off really well there. Successfully gets it through the middle. Over the top again. Maintaining possession is Lithonia. 38th minute. 4-0 to Lithonia at Mustang Stadium here in Norcross. Oh, skipping through. Just nothing they could do about it. Goal. Goal. Well done. Well put through. Just one thing after another with the attack. They have so many different options. The players are queuing up, but he skipped through the defenders and was able to just roll that in to the center to where it was just a tap in. Look at it, just ran past the defenders. He's got a guy in the back, the defenders to his back, the wrong side of him. All too easy. 5-0, first half. Now, LSA, at this point, like I said before, as I said it earlier in the first half, you got to do some damage control right now. Get to halftime. Get to halftime and change tactics. Come out with a new plan. You've got some fresh legs out there now. And he runs the ball into Lithonia. Possession, here they come the other way. Oh, poor pass there. LSA gets it, comes away with it. Now, coming back the other way for LSA. Tussle in the middle of the field. LSA holding off the ball, holding on to the ball really well. It's going to be a foul against Lithonia, though. A little too handsy. Right there, good battle for the ball. But just a little too much hands and pulling. It's Dylan over the ball, Dylan Chicas. Look to possibly put that all the way into the box, maybe 41st minute. Skipped it up just at the top of the arc there, headed away by Lithonia. Back up the other way from LSA. Can they pull it down and get something done? Over to the right, not a bad move, but outrun to the ball by the Lithonia player. It's gone out for a throw for Lithonia. Quickly taken. Trying to chase the game a little bit here, LSA. Now on the other side. Here come Lithonia. Finding the space. Nice ball up the left side. Cutting in over the top of the defenders. One-on-one with the goalkeeper again. Goes over the top of the defender again. Goes down. Several people go down. Picked up by the goalkeeper. Referee says play on. Dangerous move forward. Comes to nothing for Lithonia, but LSA have an opportunity now. Try to get a goal. Trying to get a goal before halftime. Over the top there. Oh, it's just, that's what they needed right there from LSA. He got behind the defenders, much like Lithonia had done, got the shot off, but it came off of the goal post. So close. That's exactly what they needed, and they didn't get the break that they wanted right there. You see, well behind there. He's onside. Nice right-footed cross-foot shot. But sadly, off the post, a few inches to the right, and it goes in for a goal and possibly a change in momentum a little bit. But not to be so. Here come Lithonia now the other way. All the way over to the right now. Tries to get around, does so. He's in the box now. Crosses over. Oh, great shot. Oh, tries to the rebound, and that doesn't go anything but loop over the goal. Again, you think that that's just going to go in. He gets around the defender, crosses it, and a great save, just a fantastic save from Brandon here. Nice work there from the goalkeeper for LSA. Here they come again. 43rd minute. LSA need to keep them out. And that's going to be out. Just a little bit straight, I guess, a little bit out, offside rather. LSA, go ahead and kick this one long. Get it away from the goal. Now you got to just fight for the ball at this point. LSA is just quicker to everything. Nice little touch pass. Finding the space, finding the man. Over the top. You love that to the right side here. It seems to be paying dividends for them. I imagine they'll keep doing it until it is stopped. Get a throw in here. Well up and headed out by LSA. Just the top of the arc though. Held back. Oh, it was a shot. I think maybe the ref let that one go because it looked to be held there at the top of the arc. Would have been a foul. Would not have been a penalty. Taking a look at that if we can. Right now we got live action here. Lithonia coming back again. Now is coming through again against the goalkeeper who's done a great job the last two attacks forward. A good save there. Grabs it as it tries to sneak underneath his body. And we are in stoppage time now in the first half. There. Oh, miss touch there. This is the other one. I was looking to see. We seem to be held right there. Takes a right-footed shot. I think this is the ref just let it go because he got the shot off. Almost scored. Maybe we can take a look at that last bit there. It's going to be a foul. The last chance there coming through the middle over the top or through the through pass here. Just a good save. Decent opportunity. A good stop by the goalkeeper. As Lithonia get ready for a free kick here. About 32 yards out. Well within his range, I believe, for Edwin. To check and see, but I think he already has 2 goals. Ball does his job here. Kind of a mediocre attempt though. Oh, nice steal from LSA. Can they get the break on? Needs some help, needs some support here. Cutting in, goes for the long shot. Guess I can't blame him too much there. Another opportunity. You have to take them when you get them. Like I say, when you get those opportunities, you need to try to convert them if you can. You come down the other side. You see here, when he cuts in, he's on his stronger right foot there. Why not take a crack at it? And he's done it. We've played 2 minutes of stoppage. And that's going to be the end of the first half with Lithonia City taking a 5-0 lead to the locker room as we get ready for the second 45. LSA has a lot of work to do in the locker room to get ready for the second half. And we'll see what Coach Galdamez and the crew will do, and see if Lithonia, who don't really have to change anything, what they can do as they go forward. So take it another 15, and we'll be back for the second 45. All right, we're ready for another 45 minutes here. Before we get started, though, we're going to take a look at how we got here. First of all, in the 11th minute, a good approach play, a scramble in front of goal, and a nice tap in for Lithonia to get the first one in. And they were really flying high just 11 minutes in. But here's a really sweet run from a set piece off the right side, outside of the right boot, into the net, 2-0. And things are looking really bright for Lithonia early. Here's one, I think a defensive mistake. He allowed the attacker to get around him, and then the attacker went around the goalkeeper and was able to slot that in for a third goal. And here's another good one over the top here. Good skill, right flick to his left foot over the goalkeeper, 4-0. And really flying high. And this one was a really sweet one. Individual effort, just skips past 3 defenders, a 4th defender, cross it over, defender behind the attacker, and it's 5-0. So now we'll just have to see if any types of adjustments that have been made by LSA will make a difference in this game for them. Going down 5-0 in the first half is always going to be a struggle at any rate, but again, what they're going to have to do at this point is minimize the damage, try to do something about the goal difference, because another thing you got to look out for, although LSA cannot be promoted, they can gain a Division I trophy in the playoffs, and so they would have to make the playoffs and then win it to get the trophy. And for them, it would be bragging rights, but it also gives an opportunity for these players to be considered for the first team who is already in Premier. Lithonia, of course, are trying to get to the playoffs so that they can play into the Premier, earn their right to go up through the promotion process. But right now, you know, what you have to look at from an LSA point of view is stopping the scoring, for one thing, from Lithonia, but also trying to get a goal back, because goal difference is one of the tiebreakers. And there's a long-range shot there, just off the mark there. Sort of things are going pretty much the same way they were in the first half for Lithonia. And that's one thing that, you know, LSA is going to have to watch out for. And so they're finding the space here. They are, you know, a lot more movement from the defenders there, but nothing they could do about stopping that long-range shot, but it is off the mark as LSA put it back into play. So the first tiebreaker, both in Division I and Premier, if you have a tie, and it could make a big difference when you're trying to get for those playoff places, is head-to-head. So your head-to-head competitions, whoever wins those, will be the first tiebreaker. If it's still tied after that, then it becomes goal difference. And so right now, in this game alone, LSA has a -5. But even if they do a -4, that can mean quite a lot at the end of the season if you're in a position where you're challenging for a playoff spot. So you keep playing. You keep trying to get forward and get something out of this game. Into the box here, Lithonia. Oh, it goes down, and the referee is shaking his head, not at all. And it's going to come back the other way. LSA with a chance to break here. Over the top. LSA again skillfully getting the ball back. They're just really good at the 50-50, but we do have a player that is down. So after that collision, he went down in the box. We'll take another look at that other shot. To start off the second half here. Really good play. Again, just really good passing that they ping back and forth there. And it's just hard for LSA to keep up and do something about that. But we'll have to see what can happen in the balance of the second half as they get into just in the 48th minute. Looks like he's going to be okay, the Lithonia player. It's not been an ill-tempered game at all. It's just been somewhat of one-sided right now. And again, like as I said in the first half, you know, when you see Lithonia the way they're playing here, you have to wonder what was the reason for them to lose so many games in the early part of this season. Was it lack of players or just the competition? There's a lot of competition in this division. And so that's what's going to make it interesting as we get closer and closer to the promotion playoffs, which are coming up in And if you didn't know, the playoffs themselves, the top four are the ones who qualify for the playoffs in the North Division. There's also a South Division in Division I in Georgia Conference. They also have their top four that will play. And ultimately, the top of those two groups will play a single one-off playoff for the first promotion spot, because there's going to be two. And then the winner of the division playoffs will also play in a playoff. The division of the winner of the North and the winner of the South will play in a playoff for the second promotion spot. So it's going to be pretty exciting as they see who can really get those spots to come up, and even in the Premier to see who might be slated to come down. There's going to be one coming down from the South and one coming down from the North in Premier. So there's something to play for up and down the divisions in both of the groups. So right now it's back and forth a little bit now. A little bit more movement from LSA in these early goings of the second half. Let's see, what they can do about getting a goal here. Push-off foul is going to be called. He's stating his innocence, and it was a shoulder charge, but the referee disagrees. So it will be a free kick for Lithonia. And they keep going as they have in the first half, and nothing really changing for them, nothing that needed to change for Lithonia. LSA is the one that needs to make the adjustments, further substitutions. Just taking their time, Lithonia. No urgency needed. Hold on to the ball. Keep that passing game going. When you have the ball, they can't do any harm to you, any damage to you to get back into this game. Just really, really quick, Lithonia, just a step ahead of LSA at every angle. Tries to get around that left side. Is going to kick it out for a throw for LSA. And for their part, LSA, I think that besides what I've already explained, trying to do something about the goal difference situation that'll help them later in the season, they're going to have to take – they have had the odd chance to go forward as LSA. Oh, long range shot goes well over. But those chances that they do get, they're going to have to take advantage of them. They're going to have to bury their chances whenever they get an opportunity. Otherwise, it can get very ugly. But the other part of that is you're going to have to try to keep Lithonia from scoring anymore. And here's that other chance here. Again, there's all that space. That's the thing that hasn't been solved yet from LSA. Lithonia players are running into space, plenty of area and real estate to work with, which gives them time, and that's why they're able to get around and through the defenders. So plenty of time here in this half. I think the competitive phase of this game is pretty much decided for Lithonia, if I may say so. I mean, it's mathematically, I guess it's not, but the way that these two teams are playing, I think LSA needs to be looking for a consolation goal before the end of the day and chip away at the goal difference. Nice move around the left side there from LSA. I believe it as is Chifan. Coming through, Avila bounces up to the goalkeeper. He goes down. And the handball is called there. Guess it caught a LSA arm on the way through, as the referee indicated. And ball's put back into play. Down the middle to the midfield in the center circle. Again to this left side, getting a little lead in the defensive. Cuts in really well. It gives it away, though. And LSA, again, not able to link up at all through the midfield. Taken away by Lithonia. So that's what you're going to be looking for in the second half. What can LSA do to get a consolation goal? What can they do to do something with the goal difference that they have created in this first half? Oh, now there's a good move down the left side, right side there, but leading pass was a little much for him, and it's collected by the goalkeeper for LSA. Here we come again, back the other way. Tries to get something done just inside the penalty arc there, but LSA come away with a chance to break. Can they do it? Again, a miscued pass there and rolls over the player. It's going to be called. Kind of a reckless challenge there. I think a little bit of frustration is his first touch let him down when he had that ball and the opportunity, and it looks like he's going to get the talking to by the referee. And he does get the yellow card. You see here, he's coming through that bad touch there. Pushes a little too far, and just I think just out of frustration. I don't think he meant to really harm the player, just frustration. He just went through the player. It can be that way when you have a competitive player like him. You know, they want to win, they want to do well, and things aren't rolling the way they are. It can be kind of frustrating, and we see he is going to be substituted as well as two others. So 3 more substitutes coming on for LSA. I think they're going to get some minutes to these guys, give them something to build on and something they can learn. And then I'll tell you what, the game film during the middle of the week is going to be interesting for LSA as they review this game. And for Lithonia's part, they get a second win in a row, and it's an opportunity for them to bubble up the North table. There's going to be a substitute for Lithonia as well. So, of course, they're going to really be looking to, I mean, the way that they're playing, I think it'll be interesting to see if they can get into the playoffs by the end of the season. It's mathematically possible, but they did hurt themselves by the poor early start that they had. But here come. Now, LSA got a man streaking down the middle and another one to the right. Can he find him? He's waited a long time. Now he gets it to him. Defense has kind of recovered, though. And it's going to come off the LSA player. I think it did. He doesn't think so, but it is going to be a throw for Lithonia. And it's going to be a keeper change here for Lithonia. And to be fair, the Lithonia keeper has not seen a lot of action here. And so they're going to give him, goes off to an ovation. It's quite a few Lithonia faithful here. Sort of over in the shade. It's funny that most of the crowd is kind of in the area of the stands where the shade is. I can understand. It's not that hot. It's a pretty nice day out, but it's more comfortable in the shade for sure. Yeah, LSA has had nothing as far as link-up play whatsoever, and it's not necessarily. It doesn't look like it's even because of Lithonia. It's just they're not really connecting the passing. Here's another errant pass. Here's Lithonia again. You give it back to them, and they're going to take it. Oh, good work to go around that right side. He's got players forward. Good move by the defender for LSA. Battle over there on the far side. It's going to go out for a Lithonia throw. 59th minute. 5-0. To Lithonia. That is correct. 5-0 at Meadowcreek in this Division I battle between Mustangs 2 and Lithonia City. Oh, coming through now. He's got an opportunity. He's one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Oh, just off to the side there to the left. And it looks like he got a hand on it. Oh, it's the second best opportunity for No, he did not get a hand on it. Second best opportunity for LSA. Good run. Outruns the defender there. Right-footed. Oh, just couldn't get it on target. Good run, though. Good play for LSA. This is better from LSA. Like I say, you want to get one. You start with getting one goal and see where it leads from there. Throw in for Lithonia. That would have helped LSA quite a lot. There was a similar attempt in the first half that came off the upright just before the half for LSA. I just think if those two had gone in, what kind of game would we start to have at that point? Although you had the feeling, though, that Lithonia could crank it up if they wanted to. Right now, the way they're playing like a team like Kalanji Pro Profile that does the passing game in Premier. It's always good to see a well-skilled team play like that. Just quick to everything. Coming through the middle here. Oh, nice move. Coming through. Defenders quell it. No foul. Still in play. And finally clear by LSA. LSA did a good job there of putting the cork in the bottle to keep it from going further once it got into that penalty area. It looked like a foul for as well, but it's not going to be called. Long shot, short. Easily taken by the goalkeeper. And good long clearance from the goalkeeper. Get it down to LSA. More blue shirts forward. And hit back up the other way for Lithonia. And looks like flag has gone up there. The center ref indicates. Will be put back in play by LSA. Well, all things being equal, LSA have played better this second half so far than the first. A little bit more activity. Moving forward a little bit more, taking a little bit more chances. Hey, nothing to lose at this point. I mean, granted, you don't want to expand your goal difference problem, but you also want to try to get forward to get something positive done in an attacking sense. So there's going to be a whistle there. Lithonia foul, LSA free kick. Got the ball placed correctly now. 62nd minute. Lithonia 5, Mustangs 2-0. Ball into the box. Or no, they didn't quite get to the box. Should have said it was going towards the box. And here we go with a breakaway now for Lithonia. Good defending, though. Ball's going to be boundied out over the end line. It's going to be a corner kick, but he stopped the opportunity on the break, which is the first thing you want. But you're going to have to watch out now on this corner kick. They've scored a beauty in the first half. Very important to mark up and get your body between the ball and the opponent. And here it is, outswinger, headed up in the air, still in the box though. Lithonia trying to do something with it, stab it through. Lithonia in the box, just under the arc. Got a little space here to the left side. Oh, no. How about that? Just enough to get it to sneak into that left side of the post. Unbelievable. Just, again, off of the set piece. They couldn't clear it fast enough, and Lithonia kept plugging away, and they finally put it away for a 6th goal here. You see there, he couldn't clear it. Plenty of blue shirts there, but he got that little space there. Oh, and it comes off. That may be an own goal. I think it came off the defender. before it went in, and I think that's what upset from the goalkeeper. We might take another look at that. But I think the goalkeeper was going for the save. I think he may have had it comfortably, but I think the last-minute touch from the defender might have put it over his hands and into the back of the net. Got a substitute for Lithonia. Now it's 6-0. So the competition now is LSA trying to get a consolation goal to cut the goal difference that could help them later in the season. Lithonia, they just want to increase the goal difference. And the way that they've been playing, they might be able to do it. LSA have played better this half, but Lithonia has not had to really change anything. They continue to have their short passing game. It's quick, it's fast. They're great on the break, whether using the through ball or over the top ball. They're quicker to the 50-50 challenges. So that's a lot to deal with for LSA. But LSA, as you see here, they are trying to press more. They're trying to, in the first half, they sat back quite a lot, and I don't think that did them any favors. But they are putting numbers forward. But again, when you do that, you leave yourself a little bit vulnerable in the back. There he is, challenge in the middle. He's got some space off to the left side, but good job for LSA there. The referee skips out of the way. Here we go, Lithonia. Oh, gives away. Oh, but I just, maybe lucky. The Lithonia player's right there, but here we go. Just outside the box, goes in and out the box, off to the right side. Trying to pick his way through. Again, it's so hard to get them off the ball. He's in there. Now with a good opportunity, dives in, feet first. No malice there. Referee taking a look at that, but he's going to let that go. He was going for the ball. It could have gone really wrong, though. If he had mistimed that and gotten the goalkeeper, that could have been a red card. But he did it right, so we continue on. LSA. Good to finally see them from an ASMG point of view. Like I say, this is an unscheduled broadcast. We're doing the second game, the premier game, later here. And we set up early enough to catch it, so we're just doing it because we love soccer. Oh, coming through. Left side's got space in the middle, but good defending by LSA. Now, can he come back the other way? Take his time. Cross field, trying to pick out the attacker on that side. Good shoulder charge goes out for a Lithonia throw. Good work by Lithonia there. 68th minute. 6-0 to Lithonia. Mustangs want to try, if they can, to get a goal, to get a consolation goal, as we have a player down. And while we're doing that, I did want to take another look at that opportunity from here. As we see here, and see if it clips the defender as it goes through. I think so. I think that's why the goalkeeper reacted the way he did. I think he was ready to take it in. And, as a defender, the first thing you want to do is put your foot out there to stop it or to redirect it. But unfortunately, he redirected it just past his own goalkeeper. So I'm sure that that's going to be ruled an on goal. Looks like he's going to be okay. The trainer's out there. I don't know if that's a muscle injury, a soft tissue issue that he has. And as I said, it's not an ill-tempered game. It's, I think, a game played in a good spirit. Not LSA's day today. But they've had a decent season so far. We'll have to see how they respond next week. And they come back, I believe they are away next week. one of the things that we're going to be doing at ASMG is doing a little bit more coverage. As I said at the top of the show, we're going to have a podcast dedicated to Division I plays, and this will include interviews with coaches and players from Division I and a highlight show as well. And Division I games that we do, they will have a chance to have highlights in our goals of the month competition. And so look for that, as well as the women. We're going to include the women as well. Women start their season May 16th. And ASMG is looking to do most, if not all, of those games on the broadcast level. But we're back live now. And Lithonia continues to play their very skillful passing game. And LSA not really had the fluidity to counter that with their own possession. They've had flashes of brilliance, but nothing sustained so far. And there's a miscue given away by Lithonia to LSA. Tried to bang it down the wing there, but it came off a defender there. It goes out for a throw. And another throw for LSA. I think I've only called the Mustangs Norcross 2 or 3 times so far. Their sister team. There is a LSA Norcross 2 that plays in the other division. It is a fantastic academy that they have there at LSA, run by Coach Mochila Galdamez. Fantastic guy, former professional himself, played on the national team El Salvador. We have a interview with him from last season. It's done in Spanish with the English subtitles you can have on YouTube. Great, interesting interview. Here's a cross in from corner. LSA, nice ball in the middle. Got guys there. Still LSA. Coming through, just couldn't link up there to the right, but now they got it back. Can he get the cross in? He's trying to, battling hard there with the Lithonia player. And finally it comes back out. But LSA still have it. What can they do? Full control is Lithonia. Ball coming up. They haven't stopped trying to attack. Collision there. The players inadvertent. Referee's going to check on there. There's going to be a foul against LSA. Will be a Lithonia free kick. Looks like it caught it in the, let's call that lower extremities. And it'll take a moment to recover from that. I think all of us men know how that feels. And here we go, down the right side. It's going to come all the way back to the goalkeeper. He's pressured. He's going to have to get rid of it. And he does. It's falling nicely for the LSA man. To the left side, he needs to have a little bit more help coming towards him. They're running away from him. And it'll be a foul. Free kick. Good opportunity here now. Set up something and set it up to where you can get something to threaten the goalkeeper. That's going to be the goal here. Referee walks off the 10 yards. Favorable chance here for LSA. Plenty of shirts forward for them. Ball goes in. Ooh, little too much. A little too much juice on that one. Missed opportunity to get something going. 74th minute, time running out. I don't think there's any doubt as to a Lithonia victory today, but again, like I say, they're playing for different things now. Both teams. Tries to keep that in. Goes out. I was wondering, did it go out? It looked like it was far out, unless I was looking at it incorrectly. But it will be a throw for LSA. Yeah, it's great to start to look at some of these. It's like a sub, I think, coming on now. It's great to look at the Division One games now and see the development of not only the teams in Division One, but just the entire conference as a whole. You know, this is really the ground where you see a lot of players who are ignored by some of the charlatan teams that are out there. I'll say, I'm not going to name names, but everybody knows what I'm talking about. And it's a really affordable league for a lot of these teams that come in, and more opportunities for players here. And in 2026, we're getting close to it with all teams, including the academy and the women. We're getting close to 1,000 teams in the UPSL. It's a year-round league. Promotion and relegation in there, which makes the competition very compelling within the league. And it is internal. There is no such thing as promotion and relegation between leagues here in the United States. I doubt we'll see it. But miracles, I guess, do happen. But we're starting to produce in the UPSL more and more professional players that are not only going up for there's a player down, LSA player down. I didn't see it was off the ball. But not only in the United States, but also abroad in Europe and Latin America. I'm going to have the trainer come on here. And while they're doing that, I just want to take another look at that last goal. And you see coming through, I do believe, yeah, I mean, you can see the goalkeeper. He was going down on his knee to pick that ball up, and that little touch put it just beyond his right arm, and he just could not react fast enough to parry it away. It's just one of those things that happens. Defender was trying to do a good thing, just tried to get it away, and it just maneuvered it past the goalkeeper. It looks like he's in some discomfort there. Have to give him a little bit of time. But as I said earlier, we're going to have a lot more coverage at ASMG for Division One in both the divisions in the North and the South. Look for stories from the podcast that we produce each week. We have a show called Division One Check-In. The first episode was a couple of weeks ago, and that's going to continue along with top goals and interviews with players and coaches as we share the exposure to help these kids and these young men get a stage where they can be seen and people can get to know them. But you're seeing the future of the pros in this league, and they're starting to really develop more and more players. And the key here, yeah, he's done for the day. Looks like maybe a knee or an ankle, but he's needing help to get off the field. I can't see who that is, but hopefully he'll be okay. It's one of those things. But yeah, a lot of these players, in the pay-to-play system that's here in the United States, a lot of players don't get an opportunity. They have the talent, but maybe not the funds or the connections. But in UPSL, they're accepted, and so you see a lot more variety. Lot of nationality. We have dozens of nationalities here. More than half the entire league is more than 50% Hispanic, and we have a lot of Africans, of course, Americans, and from all over. Even our UMA FC team in the Premier is majority Korean. And so you have all of these cultural differences coming through in the diversity that really makes this league unique. But here's Lithonia as we get back into it. Down the left side, lots of space. He's onside, he's going to come in, coming through. Oh, nice play by the defender who caught up to the play and was able to get that ball out for a corner. Just a really good thing. He's coming through. He comes through the middle here. Lots of space there. You think he's going to be one-on-one with the goalkeeper, but sprinting back as the defender, and he just does a great job of clearing that ball out. Very critical situation because that could have been a 7th goal. Into the 80th minute now. So you wait for the corner to come up. It's one of the best plays for LSA on defense there. And as you see, again, they had to substitute. That's what the delay was. But again, you see these guys have not given up. You know, he's still hustling. Despite the scoreline, because they still have a lot to play for. These LSA players are being watched by coaches and some of the Premier Division coaches as well. And they want, I'm sure a lot of them want to see how do they react to a game like this. Do they give up? Do they start walking around? Or do they still hustle? And to see that happen, that's the kind of character that you want to see in your team, even when the cards are stacked against them. And that'll be a throw going back the other way. LSA still looking for a consolation goal. 6-0 to Lithonia. It's going to be a great result for them today. They have a mini mountain to climb to get into the playoffs. Coming into this game in the 10th spot, they'd have to make it at the end of the season to one of the top 4 spots there. That's going to be a tall ask with less than half of the, well, about half of the season left now. But there's enough games to do it. So they play like this and get those head-to-head victories done along with this goal difference. It can make all the difference in the world to get them in the playoffs because, you know, if they play their cards right, they could be playing in Premier next season. Lots to play for. Ball floated a little bit on the ground to the left here, but effectively done. Coming through, nice cross. Ball comes back into the goal area there, the penalty area. Yeah, it looks like a very young player there, number 6 for Lithonia, probably one of the academy players coming in. And that's what I mean. When you play against the men, you learn a lot faster. Plus, it toughens you up. Oh, tussle over to the right side. Lithonia, again, fighting hard. 83rd minute, and these teams are still going at each other after a 6-0 scoreline. And like I said, they know what they're playing for. They know that people are watching. They know that coaches are watching. You can't slack off no matter what is happening with the scoreline. Oh, good interception from LSA. Just try to get out of the danger at the moment. There's the academy player there. Does a good job getting the ball into his teammate. Ball out to the left side. It's mini break tried by LSA, but it's coming back the other way. Now the ball is cleared out. Headed back by Lithonia. There we go, over the top there. Try to just, I think it's just mainly just getting it out of the area. No real break on. Substitutes coming on with fresh legs, helping out with the press for LSA. And it's going to be a foul. '84th minute, 6-0, Lithonia over LSA Mustangs 2. And we're hoping that LSA has a women's team as well. Along with Kalanji, we have 6 teams in our women's division that's going to play throughout the summer. And we're hoping that we also are going to have a fall season for the women. And we're hoping to bring in some other teams like LSA's women, as well as Kalanji Per Profile, who has a women's team. Just more opportunities. Just like the men have, the women are getting more and more opportunities. There's a national championship now, the second season coming for the women. And the prize money has gone up for that as well. That's going to be in Irvine, California at the end of the season. So you can catch all that action here in the Georgia Conference. See who's going to qualify to go to the Nationals there. Hopefully ASMG will also be able to track that throughout the national tournament as well for the women. But here we are, LSA with another opportunity to break here. He's gotten behind there. Now he's one-on-one, the goalkeeper. Can he scoop it through? He's unable to do so. He's very sick about it too. I think he knew he had one of the opportunities to do something there special, but he just couldn't get it past the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper, to his credit, did a good job on that one-on-one. Got down low quickly to keep that ball from going underneath him. We'll take a look at it when we get an opportunity. But here come Lithonia, 86th minute. Number 6, I think that's Raul, if my roster is correct. Number 6 player. Because I'm going to track him. That might be a good interview to have on the check-in show for Division I. How does someone so young get into a side like this? He's well offside, I believe, here. And the whistle goes up and the flag goes up. But it's great to see the opportunities being given to these young men who ordinarily probably wouldn't have it if they had to wait for, the colleges to come calling or some of the other, what we'll call established leagues. Watch my words carefully here. So, tussle in the middle of the field, goes over the top there. I think that's going to be offside. It is. Flags up. Going to come. Oh, he called a foul before that, I guess. I didn't hear the whistle on that one. Flag goes up anyway, so we finally got it. Although the referee is going to give the goal kick. I think that actually is an overrule because I don't think the player had actually gotten to the vicinity to touch the ball. So it goes out. So why you always play to the whistle? And that'll be a throw in for Lithonia off the LSA player. 88th minute. We're getting down to the final whistle pretty soon. We will have a little bit of stoppage time, I'm sure, because of the injury situation that occurred a couple of times during this half. And nothing changes as far as what LSA needs to do. And the referee is going to say, let's get this ball placed where it needs to be. There you go. And we're back live. Yeah, I think it's a situation right now. I think maybe just play it out for both sides. LSA doesn't want any more damage. They also don't want any injuries. Oh, almost got it back through. Good tackle, corner kick, great tackle. Brave tackle because he was in the box. He gets that wrong, it's a penalty. But well done there. I'll wait till this kick goes through. 89th minute here, close to the end of regular time. Ball comes in, headed straight up. It's going to go over and out. Take another look at that great defensive play from LSA. Again, you hold on to some of the stuff that's good for you. There, he just very calculated, went for that ball and got it, and was able to fairly get the ball away and quell the danger for that moment. Ball in, coming in now, and swinger far side. Again, a lot of space for the Lithonia player, but his miscue goes over the top. This is going to be a learning game, I think, for some of for these academy players for LSA. You always take the positives. You take what you can learn and build on it. You'll become a better player, better team. And they have a lot of good pedigree as far as the coaching staff here at LSA. But it's Lithonia right now. This is Raul coming through. Kicked out. Definitely something I want to take time to try to set up as a interview with Raul. Get his thoughts on being in the Lithonia squad at such a young age. And maybe the coach as well. All the way into the box, headed on almost, off of the upper arm maybe. Yeah, it is a handball. Yeah. So it's going to go to a penalty. From the handball. I think the ball came up and hit him, but his hand was an unnatural. Oh, it's going to be Raul who's going to take this. What a story that'll be. It's not the easiest thing. And here we go. Place the ball here. Brandon's going to try to intimidate him here in the goal mouth. And here we go. Right footed. Off the gridiron crossbar. You can see what he was trying to do. Just got it off the mark. I think he had the goalkeeper beaten, but he couldn't get it down enough to go in to the goal. So take another quick look at it. See, here he goes up, and yeah, I mean, if he could have gotten it down, it was going in. But we're back to live action now. It's pretty cool that the Lithonia players wanted him to have an opportunity. Oh, that's going over the in line, so it's going to be a corner. Pressure by Raul. And you can see Brandon's really cross with himself there. Possibly could have done a little bit better there. So now, another danger moment for LSA as Lithonia, who have done well. They've scored off of 2 set pieces from the corner. And that's a poor taken corner there. Goes right into the side netting. And that's going to be it for this game between LSA and Lithonia City. 6-0. And another great opportunity for Lithonia to gain points. And it's a good show for them as they go on and try to revive their challenge for the playoffs. LSA, a tough day for them. They'll have to rebound next week and see if they can learn from what happened here. But right now, thank you for viewing and watching this. Look out for our podcasts and on our YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit your like and subscribe. And that way you'll get notifications of all of our releases coming up in the coming weeks. So for now, this is Andre Bomar. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
This has been a presentation of the UPSL. Any use of this broadcast without the written consent of the Atlantic Soccer Media Group is prohibited.